Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all have had a good week. Wanted to pop in and do my 5 on Friday, where I talk about 5 things that happened this week. So I wanted to start out with Amelia's birthday. That's my daughter. She turned 25 on Sunday. And we had a really great weekend. We ended up getting pedicures on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we went to an escape room here in Denver. Didn't even know it existed, but it's in a really cool old house down towards downtown. And we went and did a Christmas theme room, which was really appropriate for her because it was her favorite holiday. Christmas is her favorite holiday. And we did really great. We made it out with like 10 minutes left, and it was just really fun. And so I would highly recommend it if you've never done one to give it a try. And then we ordered her a special cake. Was gluten and dairy free from a local baker here. And I don't know if you guys believe in signs or not, but it had 2 gold butterflies on it. And we didn't ask for butterflies. We had just said, just make it simple. And I believe that that was a sign from my sister, because when she was dying, my niece had said to her, come to us as a butterfly. And it just, really just meant a lot to us. We all really felt that her presence was still with us, even though she's not here in this life. So anyways, 25, I can't believe it's been 25 years, but she's an amazing young woman and she's doing amazing things. So anyways, it will be interesting to see what the year ahead brings. And then the next thing I want to talk about was my mom. A lot of you know that, she's in memory care, and we're having a lot of problems over there right now. I need to find her another place. And so I did go and look at one facility yesterday, the one that was at the top of my list. And I don't even know how to describe it. It's not horrible, but, it is definitely different than where she's at now. It's it feels very institutional, more like a hospital setting. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the right place for her at this point. Because she still has some clarity, and she's going to know that it is technically a nursing home. And that is just heartbreaking to me, because she had said to me at one point in her life, when she was, not having the dementia as much, before dementia, that she never wanted to go to a nursing home. And so it just kills me that this is where she's going to end up at this point. And I basically came home in tears yesterday, and it's just been very, very difficult. So if anybody else is in this position, let me know, because I don't even know what I'm going to do at this point. I don't really have a lot of other options, because we're on the spend down and she has to go somewhere that takes Medicaid, and there just isn't a lot of options. So if you guys could just keep her in your prayers, that she stays safe there in the meantime, and we can find the right place for her that makes everybody happy and has good care and gives her quality of life, because that is ultimately what I want for her. So anyways, the next thing I wanted to talk about was my Etsy. Things are still very slow, but I did get an order for this cute little bib. You can see that little nautical bib. It's personalized. Its name is Banks, and it comes with the matching cake topper, matching sailboat cake topper. Which I think is really cute. It's a really cute set to do a smash cake photo. And summer's coming, so nautical theme is something that hopefully will be popular. So if you know anybody that's having a birthday, little kid or animal, please send them my way. I would love that. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about the dogs. Today is actually Indy's Gotcha Day. We got her from a place called Paws on the Ground. She's a rescue. And she came from New Mexico. She was in a kill shelter down there. And she had very little time left before they were going to put her down. And thankfully, they got her out in time. And we were able to adopt her. It was right after we lost our dog Sophie to melanoma on her tongue, which was just horrific, and heartbreaking. But I believe, she sent her to us, and, so we were really happy that we were able to give a dog another life, even after the heartbreak of losing our Sophie girl. So anyways, it is her Gotcha Day, and We also had a trainer come yesterday to finally work on some issues that we have with them. Our biggest problem with Penny right now is the walking. So we're trying to see if we can get her to be a better walker. And with Zoe, her biggest issue is barking. So we're trying to work on that with her. And Indy, she's actually doesn't have a lot of issues. Her biggest issue is more she's just scared to death of loud noises and fireworks, and she's very sensitive. Like if you even raise your voice, she is gone. So anyways, that's with the dogs. I guess we kind of work on something called a scatter kind of thing where you like throw treats at them, and it's kind of a game. So I don't know if anybody's heard of that. But hopefully I'm hoping some of the suggestions she gave will help. And then the last thing is this week is pretty much Holy Week, I would call it. I think it's amazing that Passover, Easter, and Ramadan are all falling together this week. I think it is just such a beautiful thing. And I wrote some notes about it that I just wanted to share with you guys. Basically, I think it's saying something to us, that this has happened, because it doesn't really happen very often, and that we're learning about different religions and cultures with the culmination of this week, which I think is beautiful, especially with all this division in this world, that I think faith is something that can really bring us together, and doesn't really matter what you believe. I also think that get my thoughts back together. I was actually watching a show, and there was a Father Edward Beck on. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he said something that really spoke to me. And he said that instead of giving up like physical things for Lent, he gave up the 2 C's, and then which were comparison and competition. And then instead he replaced them with the 2 G's, which were gratitude and generosity. And I think that's beautiful. I really think that it makes us, with all this divisiveness and division, that it's something that is much needed in this world right now. And no matter which holiday you guys are celebrating, or even if you're not and you're just spiritual, I just think that, we all need to come together and try to find some sort of commonality, even if we don't agree, like I said last week. Just remember, we can still be kind. So anyways, I think I just wanted to kind of end, end here with the Serenity Prayer, because especially coming out of memory care yesterday, it really spoke to me. I mean, I needed that. So I'm just going to read it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, taking as he did this sinful world, as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. Amen. And I think that really speaks to me this week, especially with my mother, because, I have no good option here. I really need God to bring me an answer. So anyways, if you could keep us in prayer, and then let's continue to pray for my friend Jana, who's still healing from the back surgery, and get her out of pain. Also for Josh, I know he's had a really difficult week. Once again, things are really hard for him with all this craziness with people trying to tell the LGBTQ plus community, IA plus community, what they can and cannot do with their bodies is just ridiculous. They really have way more better things to focus on, and that is none of their business. This is something that's personal decision to them, and they need to be able to make their own decisions without being judged and persecuted for it by our government. That's my opinion. So anyways, I also wanted to say a prayer for I also want to let you know if anybody else needs prayers, please let me know. I'll add you to the list, and whatever holiday you guys are celebrating this weekend, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you next week.